John Wycliffe, often refers to as the morning star of Reformation, was a prominent theologian, philosopher, and a church reformer of the 14th century. Born in Yorkshire, England, around 1320, Wycliffe became an influential figure at Oxford University, where he was a teacher and later a critic of papal Rome practices and doctrines. Wycliffe's theological work challenged the authority and the worth of the clergy, arguing for a return to the Bible as the sole authority for Christians' life and belief. He criticized the church corruption, the sales of indulgences, and accumulation of wealth, advocating for a church that lived out poverty and simplicity modeled by Jesus. One of Wycliffe's most significant contributions was his advocacy for the translation of the Bible into English. At that time, the Bible was primarily available in Latin, not accessible to majority of population who did not understand the Latin language. Wycliffe believed that everyone should have direct access to the Bible, leading to the first complete translation of the Bible into English. This effort opened up access to the Bible, allowing lay people to read and interpret the Bible for themselves. Wycliffe's idea laid the groundwork for later Protestant Reformation. His followers continued to advocate for a church reform and the authority of the Bible over church tradition. They faced persecution in England, with many being executed for their belief. Despite the opposition, Wycliffe's influence persisted. His writings were widely shared throughout Europe, inspiring future reformers like John Hus and eventually Martin Luther and John Calvin. Wycliffe's emphasis on authority of the Bible and the need for the church reform echoed throughout the Reformation. Wycliffe's challenges to the established church and his translation of the Bible into English mark him as a pioneering figure in the history of church reform. He died of natural cause on December 31st, 1384, But the story did not end there. The church later condemned his teaching, and in 1428, by the order of the Council of Constance, his remains were dug out, burned, and the ashes scattered in the river Swift. Despite the attempt to erase his legacy, John Wycliffe remained an important person in the event leading to the Reformation. I will end with one of my favorite quotes of John Wycliffe. He says, "I believe that in the end, the truth will conquer." And yes, the truth did conquer. And that is the nugget. Thank you for studying. I will see you tomorrow.